Patriots released Antonio Brown last Friday after only being with the team for 11 days. And Brady said that he had a lot of personal feelings on the matter and didn't care to share them, calling it a difficult situation. Later on, his Westwood One radio appearance, Brady expressed his displeasure that his conversation about being 100% in on the AB signing was leaked. Brady went on to say that he can only lead the team and can't make personal changes. So, Shannon, what do you make of Brady's reaction to losing AB?
I make of Brady doing what he always tries to do, say nothing, say as little as possible. Skip, he tried to hide. He had the big hat. You remember he had the Make America Great hat in his locker. Oh, it's just a hat. Okay, you support the guy. Okay, you supported AB. I mean, how did it comes off? It looks like, okay, the allegation and everything else. Okay, you support AB. Okay, fine. You can support that. That's a friend. You're a teammate. You want a social support. Why are you getting so upset that you were 100% in that you wanted AB? Skip, the thing is, this notion in sports, in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. I've never thought like that. If I got to beat the man's son, if I got to beat the man's best friend to get to the title, I'm good with that too. Tom Brady understands that AB gives him a better chance of reaching his ultimate destination. That's playing on Sunday, first Sunday in February in Miami. And AB gives him that opportunity. Skip, they went out of their way to ingratiate AB into the offense. They featured him, something they rarely do unless they find a favorable matchup. But they went out of their way. It's hard to tell, 8 targets. Edelman, I think the next guy got 5. I think Josh Gordon got 5. We weren't expecting that. We thought he'd get 3 or 4 catches, but not 8 targets. Tom, I think there's a lot of things at play here, Skip. I think Tom is ticked off that they gave him an $8 million bonus, but basically this is a 1-year deal. I think that's weighing on Tom Brady's mind. But Skip, before I let you go, I heard through a very reliable source that AB's release may have been more about money than text messages.
Money.
Money.
Well, that puts everything in a whole new light.
Yes.
Okay. So before I launch on everything you said, just quick point of order. Remember, Tom Brady's owner, you call him Tom Brady's dad.
Dad, yes.
Is one of the closest friends in the world to Donald Trump.
Right.
So just keep it in that perspective.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Mr. Kraft, he don't hide it.
No, I agree.
He ride on Air Force One. He's like, hey, the man called me when my wife died. I was at my lowest. The man called me every day for a year to make sure I was okay. He owns that. He ain't trying to hide nothing. Okay, if you golf with the guy, you go eat at the man's house, own it. AB your boy, AB your boy, own it.
So I hear you, but the issue for Tom Brady has become, it's a slippery slope that you're on when it looks like you were befriending or at least supporting a player accused of rape in a civil suit. That's a slippery slope, and he knows that. But in the end, as we both agree, the one thing we do agree on, all he wants to do is win football games toward winning a Super Bowl. That's all he cares about in the end. And he goes out of his way to try to be the best leader in all of sports. He considers it a crucial part of his job and his success to lead the football team by getting to know every player on the team down to the 53rd guy.
Yes.
I promise you, the 53rd guy on that roster would say, yeah, I got a good relationship with Tom. He knows my first name. He actually, sometimes he chats with me because Tom goes out of his way as part of his daily duty to try to chat with just about everybody he can chat with within the confines of the locker room. So it's clear to me he clicked with Antonio.
Right.
And I've been around Antonio enough to tell you, and you've been around him a little bit, he's fun to be around. And when it's time to practice, he really practices hard.
Yes.
Even John Gruden was saying, he's going to lead the 84. He's going to lead the league in energy.
Right.
And when it's time to practice, if he shows up for practice, he will really go as hard as anybody on that field. And when it's game time, if he shows up for game time and he's a happy camper, he will go as hard as anybody on the field. And he isn't just a good player. He's a great player. And great appreciates great. And Tom knew it the first time they stepped on the practice field together, like, whoa, That's different.
Skip, you ain't got to be on the practice field. I didn't need to practice with a guy or play with a guy.
Yeah, he's seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's been on a game field opposing him.
Yes.
So he sees what happens.
And you watch tape.
Yeah.
Well, he's watched tape of the Steelers offense and see AB go bonkers.
Okay. So he knew right away that he can be a sweetheart of a guy.
Yes.
Because when he's in the right mood, he's fun, man. Charismatic, electric to be around. So Brady's thinking, gee, got a better chance with this guy.
Right.
And again, I'm not going to hide behind this. Would Tom Brady at age 42 like to win a 4th MVP this year? You better believe he would. Would he much more like to win a 7th Super Bowl this year? You better believe it.
And a 5th MVP.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay, gotcha. So all that said, they clicked, and you know, there was the picture that was posted of the two. I don't even know if it was real or not, but it made the rounds. You know, that they took a picture together. Right, that's before all hell broke loose. Right.
Correct.
But then, as AB was exiting, you know what he posted on IG? Love you, champ. That was fun. And then he had hashtag go win it and hashtag do it for me. Well, AB, that just shows you who he is. Do it for me. So they're going to dedicate the season to you?
Again, what is it about?
That's weird.
Him.
About him.
Yeah. Do it for me.
Not A, guys.
Always all about him.
Okay.
Ta-da.
That's not new.
But Brady liked it by putting up 3 red hearts emojis, okay?
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird. Okay, I got it, but it's Brady from the heart because I think he took a liking to him, and I think he wanted to kind of help save him a little bit. I think he saw, oh, I can help him through this. And according to your source, just about money, if it's more about money than the text message, well, then this is really eating at Tom Brady because he's saying, we could have resolved this. I could have helped you. I could have talked you through this. If you just give me a call, I could have said, hey, do this, do that. You know, it's how he's going to get paid. Well, try this. Maybe Brady could have mediated for him. I don't know. He doesn't usually get involved in those kind of things, but with a player of this caliber and magnitude, maybe he would have. So the point is, this is tearing him apart, that it wasn't just, according to your source, about the text message, which would be game over if your owner just slammed his fist on the table and said, okay, that's all. But apparently that wasn't all there was to it. So now we're looking at looking at it in a different light, to the point Tom Brady's saying, God, it all fell apart, maybe for nothing.
Right, and I think the thing is that you're right, Skip. It got out that I can't, Tom always what the guys want to do is always want to make it, the team did this. I played no role in this. So the mere fact, because Al Michaels said it, Skip, that Mr. Kraft, he went to and Tom came back and says, I'm 10%, I'm 50%, I'm 1,000%.
Yep.
And Al repeated that. Now, it's hard for me to believe that Mr. Kraft told him that and says, don't quote me, and Al Michaels broke that trust. It's hard for me to believe that.
And Al and Bob Kraft are close.
Right.
You know, I think they socialize.
Yes.
Together. Okay.
So with that being said, I guess Mr. Kraft felt very comfortable. Like, we got Tommy's blessing. Not that we needed it.
No.
Because trust me, Coach Belichick makes moves.
Yeah.
He doesn't concern his players.
Okay.
Because I'm making moves what I feel is the best interest of this team. Everything that Coach Belichick does is based on one thing: winning football games. And he will sign a 30-foot green anaconda if he believes it can help him win a football game.
Yep.
So it's as simple as that, Skip Bayless. I wish it could be more than that. But Tom doesn't, because sometimes, Skip, even when I stayed in that 1,000 square foot home growing up, Skip, even if you weren't in my grandmother's room, that leaked, sometimes you got wet anyway because other parts of the house leaked also.
Yep.
So Tom is looking at it like, people automatically assume a guy like Tom Brady didn't have any safe people. Just jump to the conclusion. Well, Tom gave him their blessing. I can assure you, Coach Belichick did not ask Tom Brady, what do you think if we sign it, AB? He didn't.
Okay. So I don't even know why Tom's upset that got out. I don't know what's the...
Exactly.
That doesn't look that bad to me, because that's pre-civil suit.
Yes. And plus, they made this decision without you. It's not like they came to you and was like, Tom, what do you think? And you actually had input on the decision.
Remember, Brady does have endorsements to protect that Robert Kraft doesn't have to protect.
Right.
So
I get all that, Skip.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and remember this. Brady always talks about the roller coaster emotions you go through, as you well know. Through
Yes.
the football season, it just your fortunes rise and fall and rise and fall, especially in an NFL season. So they're starting to head toward bottom right now because obviously he just lost AB on top of, wait a minute, Julian Edelman might have some kind of cracked ribs. We're not sure what it is. Is he going to be out for a couple of games?
You know what, Skip? I wanted to win very bad. Much like Tom, I hated losing. I hated losing more than I like winning. And every morning, Skip, I read the Daily Bread, and there was a guy explaining in there. He said, I got a job out of college that I wasn't qualified for. And it said, the boss told me, it says, I normally hire people that can problem solve and work well with others. One of the very reasons why I wouldn't want to play with AB.
I agree.
I'm surprised, Tom, and I know you want to win, Skip, but at the end,
I agree with that big picture premise. But all of a sudden, no Julian. Obviously, there's no Gronk. N'Keal Harry, they took in the first round, is out until mid-year. He's lost his left tackle, Isaiah Wynn. He lost his center, David Andrews. They're a little bit up against it, and they're going to Buffalo to play a top 5 defense.
Yeah, but they got a bottom 25 offense.
All right, well that's fair, but again, Brady just plays against the defense, so he knows it could be a little bit of tough sledding.
He said, "Can you get to 17?" Bill said, "Get me to 17 because I hold him to 10."
I would agree, maybe even below that.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, we're going to talk about that in detail.
Running quarterbacks doesn't normally beat Coach Belichick.
I would agree with that.
And that's what this quarterback does more so than anything.
But think of Tom's emotions right now. I just lost that guy, and now I've lost all these other guys. It's not a pretty sight.
It's piling up.
Yeah.
Well, Gronk might be dusting off his helmet.
You said it all along. You thought, did you say November for Gronk? That was your guess?
I do.
I mean, at this point.